Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of the Afrocentrist podcast, and especially this segment, Business Monday. So it's Monday. Thank God it's Monday, and it's Easter Monday. So if you're celebrating Easter, happy Easter Monday to you. This is the energetic EJ. I mean, it should be a holiday, but we already set this day long ago, and we're here to share knowledge with you today. So, as you already know, on Business Monday, I bring up people or business owners who have solutions, products, or services for other businesses. And today we're talking email marketing. And my guest today, we're going to be talking on how or why it is important for you to pay attention to your email marketing. So, one more time, you are welcome to today's episode. And it's such a delight. Yes. This is the first time I'm coming on since my birthday. I don't think so. No, I've been up before. Anyways, special shout out to our dear listener, Chinaza Favor, who supported us on buymeacoffee.com and left us a cute note that reads, just because the Afrocentrist podcast is one amazing podcast that deserves to be listened to by millions around the globe, I am only able to buy 3 cups of coffee, but in the nearest future, I will proudly buy 100 and even more cups. Thank you, Ejiro and team. I absolutely love what you do. That's such a beautiful message. Thank you so much, Chinaza Favor. Chinaza Favor, by the way, is an author, youth ambassador, and inspirational speaker. You can connect with her on Instagram at Chinaza Favor underscore at Chinaza Favor underscore, and do well to drop a thank you to her on our behalf. Now, if you'd like for us to give you a shout out, like we just did with Chinaza, and then you can head to our page on Instagram or here on YouTube. If you look at the description of this video you're watching right now, you're going to see a link that says buymeacoffee.com forward slash the Afrocentrist, podcast or the Afrocentrist. Yes. And then you can support the work that we do here by buying us a cup of coffee for as low as $5. And you can drop us a note when you do that. And when you do that, we're going to give you a shout out on the show. So thank you so much, Chinaza Favor, for that. All right. Without, wasting so much time, because we really want to keep it sweet and short, I'm going to bring on stage now our guest for the day, Ikpidoho John, who is an email marketing, email copy, email marketer, email marketer. That's how they say it. Anyways, we're going to get to know about him or more about him in a short while from now. So sit back, relax, grab your cup of tea, your cup of coffee. If you're connected right now, you want to share this link with a friend, with a family to join us on this live session so that you're able to ask the questions that you need to ask around email marketing. Like, I think a lot of us are undermining the power of email marketing. And that's what we're going to be talking about, why it is important, what to do, what to look out for. So without further ado, I am going to bring on stage my guest, Ikpidoho John. Hi,
Okay.
John.
Yeah, thank you, EJ.
How are you doing
Well,
today?
yeah, I'm doing great here. Just enjoying the Easter breeze.
The Easter breeze, Abby. Fantastic. Awesome. Yes, I know. Like, I'm chilling as
Okay,
well. Like, it's cool to just enjoy the Easter breeze, right? Okay,
sure.
fantastic. You are welcome. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm doing awesome, like always. No, zero complaint.
Zero complaints, indeed,
Yeah,
indeed, indeed. Fantastic. Thank you so much for availing yourself to be here
yeah,
today. It's such a pleasure to have you here. So, now,
sure.
before we dive into the topic of the day, I know you've been preparing for this for such a long time. Like, hey, God, I'm going to come and give them back to back to back, back to back to back.
That's it.
And we are ready for you. We're ready. We're here for it. We're here to get all the juices that you have to bring to us. Okay. But first of all, let me just, ask you a trivia question. If you have only one choice as to where
Okay.
to live on earth, where would you choose and why?
Okay, if I have one choice as to where
To
to live
choose
on earth,
live on earth, where would you choose and why?
wow, this is just beautiful. I'll choose Spain
Spain. Why Spain?
because I love the weather. I love tacos. I just love the language, the people, their accountability and they are friendly. Plus, I love the language. Like I'm currently learning Spanish, so that
Ah, I see. Do you have friends from there?
yeah, I have few friends though.
Have you been there before?
No, but it's in my bucket list.
How do you now know about the weather?
I've done a lot of research like on YouTube and Google, so I've
I
asked
love it.
them, yeah.
I love it. I mean, the fact that you are so interested, don't lose your interest. It can happen. You can
No,
manifest
no,
it
I
for
don't
sure.
like
That's interesting to know. I love it. I love
like
it. Okay.
I changed my phone language to Spanish so I could just get a grasp
Are
of the
you
language.
serious?
Yeah.
Okay, speak some Spanish for me. Like tell me, ask me how am I?
Okay, like good morning, buenos dias,
Mm-hmm.
¿cómo estás? It's
Estás
how are
como
you? It's more bien,
muy
more
bien.
bien.
Okay.
Eh,
That's
Okay,
good.
like what is your name? ¿Cómo te llama? Or ¿cómo te
Interesting.
llama? You
It's
say,
almost
mi
like a
amo es Lawrence.
mi amo
It sounds
EJ.
like French, yeah.
French, exactly. Comment ça va? Ça va bien, merci et vous.
Yeah, though French is like a romance language,
And
but
Spanish is what?
Spanish is more straightforward. Like I tried learning French before, but the writings and the pronunciation are quite different. So it was giving me challenge as person. I was like, so when I saw Spanish, everything was just sounding perfect.
Straightforward.
I just say, wow, this is what I
Ah.
want to learn. Yeah.
So how long have you been learning Spanish for?
Mm, about 3 weeks now. Though not
Oh,
consistent.
please be consistent. What do you use an app or do you just watch videos on YouTube?
I always try to challenge myself first. So I learned the basic conversation. Then I tell myself, I said, okay, I want to have a grasp of the language. So I just changed my phone to Spanish because it will force my brain to
To
get
start
used to it. Because
recognizing,
once you
yeah.
see the language over time, you want to know, okay, what is this one for? So once I know the meaning of this one, I can just flow through. So that's what I do. And most times I talk to my friends, I use Spanish in communication, so I'll get better.
Wow, that is bold. I love it. Well done. And thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, I
Okay,
appreciate it.
so now let us go into the conversation of today. We're talking about or talking on why email marketing is important for any business and especially for businesses that are online. I mean, by now, all businesses should be online. But just in case some are still thinking that, oh, they are only going to be a brick and mortar kind of business. But for most people are already moving online. So there are a lot of people online now. And I feel like it is an error to be in this online space and
Yeah,
not understand what email marketing is or leverage it.
big
So let
error.
us so let us start from the very beginning. What is email marketing? Just assuming the people who are listening to us right now don't really know much about email marketing. How would you explain it to a layman?
Okay, according to let me see, MailChimp, like email, we all use email every day. Like there's no phone that doesn't come with an email Gmail app. That one is thanks to Google. So, and we receive email every blessed day. Most of the email is either we connect with our friends or our families, and most times it's the brand that we sign up to. Maybe we went to Jumia to go and buy something, maybe for the Nigerian or Amazon. So they collect your email during the whole transaction. So at the point now, like I remember last week I wanted to buy an airpod, so I forgot. After I put it on cart, I forgot to um, check out. And no, the next in a few hours time, I got an email from Konga say, "Hey, you just forgot this in your cart." And I said, "Oh wow!" So if I they did not inculcate those, that they would lost a lot of sales. So as a business person, Email is a form of marketing that lets your customer get to know you, like you, and trust you. It builds that know and like factor. And it's also an avenue for you to educate your audience and also build authority in your brand. Why I love email is that you have an autonomy as a business person because, like, okay, everybody is online. It's okay. I don't need an online. I don't need an email, sorry, because I have a social media presence already. I have followers on Instagram, I have followers on uh, Facebook, and all those things. And one day you just wake up and find out that Facebook has your account is just disabled for nothing, no reason. What will you do? All your followers gone, every asset gone. So, whereby if you had an email list, it's stored in your spreadsheet in your Google Drive, it's there in your email service provider. You have full autonomy over your list. Even though you lost everything, you cannot lose your list. And the most important asset in every business is your list. That's how you're gonna use to bounce back maybe if things went south. So
Absolutely.
yeah, the very thing that I want, I prefer an email list than social media followers.
You can say that again. I feel like you already segued into the next question that I was going to ask you. So basically, email marketing is that means by which you communicate with your audience, with your
Yeah,
customers, with your clients, through the email, through emails, basically.
sure.
It's like just communicating the same way everybody's now on WhatsApp. The way you communicate with your customers on
Perfect.
WhatsApp is the same way you communicate with them on email. But what we're saying here is, well, emails are not old school, they are still working in this time and age.
I think
So
I
my
think it's only Nigeria that think that email is not working because
mm,
come to think of it, I've done businesses with people outside and most of them like I say, okay, can I get your WhatsApp? They say, no, I don't use WhatsApp. It's only email.
exactly. Send me email. Even the
So
ones that even respond to you on WhatsApp, they will still tell you, please do me an email to this regard. After
yes,
we
yes,
talk, after we have a meeting, see do an email so that I know I have a record of it in my email. So people still do use emails, right? So now that will
yeah,
lead me to my next question. Please explain to us, why is it important? I mean, you said a little bit of it, but I want to elaborate on it. Why is it important as a business owner to have an email list?
okay. Why it is important is one, to build that know and like factor with your audience. Two, you also use your email to educate your audience about your product. Maybe in case you want to release a new product into the market, you say, okay, during the beta phase, you don't want to bring it to the public because you are testing to know how is it working or is not working because you don't just bring something into the online space and it went south. Oops, and it went south, you might lose your reputation as a business owner. So you use your email list to say, okay, I have this product I am about bringing into the market and I want to test. So during that testing process, you say, okay, it might be on a pre-order so that you test how the product is with your audience. Then they will give you feedback on, okay, I've used this product, this is how it is, this is how it is. And then you collect the feedback and improve your overall product before you bring it public. So most times, email is kind of an exclusive thing that business owners should have, like the VIP side of it. Maybe you have your social media audience, you have your email list. Email lists are families that you share a lot of things with them, and it's also an avenue for you upsell to upsell your product. Maybe okay, for instance, now I bought a course, and during that process, I exchanged an email, and then the course owner just dropped me a an email, hey, and then keep following up. It's okay. Since you have bought this, I think this one should also be better. And you see, okay, this is definitely great. And I'll go ahead to buy. So at that point, I don't lose that sale. You can still be milking your email list over time because you just, okay, maybe you will run an ad to get me to sign into your email. And I am going to be there as long as, and I'll still be buying from you. So it's just like do it once and in more time. Or If you don't do it that way, email as a business owner is very important asset also, because that is what you are going to leverage to scale your business, to scale your brand, to introduce more product, to sell more. Either you do upsell or cross sell. Most times you can help other people to advertise in your emails, and you still charge them. Maybe okay, um, maybe you have a course, or maybe podcast, and another content creator has a course that is related to what you are doing, and you feel that okay, why not um put this to your audience, and I'll give you a percent of every sales. So that is also an important means of getting an email list. You can rent your list out and still make money from it. So that's it.
Fantastic. I love those points. And I think it's really important because it also, from what you just said now, it also empowers collaboration. Because when you have
Sure.
an
Yeah.
email list, like you said, the list is your asset. And because it's your asset, you are able to leverage it for more profits. So you can
Yes,
either,
perfect.
cross sell, you can collaborate with other people, bring other people's products to your audience. And I think your email list are also your leads because they are the people that have shown interest in
Yes, yes.
something that you are offering, whether it is free or paid. So it means that even
Sure.
if they came in for your free services or your free product, it means their potential or they potentially need what you're selling. So it might be that
Yeah.
at the time that they entered into your email list, they don't have the amount of money that you are, or they can't take up the offer that you are giving. But because they are not in your email list, you are always in front of them because you now nurture them, sending them
Sure.
messages from time to time, checking up on them from time to time, still giving them value, even though they've not bought from you. And one day, because they've consistently received emails from you, they are going to make up their mind and then they will buy from you. So fantastic reason, it consolidates the know, like, and trust
And
a
trust
factor
factor.
in the business. So thank you so much for all the people who are watching. Please, if you're watching right now, you can drop a comment in the comment section. Say hi, and I'm going to give you a shout out on the show right now. Okay, so say hi in the comment section. Let us know that you are here with us. So now we've talked about why it is important to own or to run an email list. From your experience with working with clients and brands, what are some of the common mistakes that business owners or brand engage in that you've observed over the period of time that you've been working as an email marketer? What are some common mistakes that we make for even the few people that are open to using email marketing? What are some common mistakes that you've observed or noticed?
Okay. First of all, um, I worked with a brand, and they asked me, okay, you're gonna write an email. We just need 4 email, and I was like, why 4 email? Say that's for the month. So that means I'm gonna send email 4 times in a month, like every week, maybe each week 1 email. I was like, wow, are you serious? Okay, for instance, now I sign into your email list, and I've signed into other people's email lists. Like every day, an average human being receive not less than 100 emails per day, and you are sending me email once in a week. How are you sure that I'll not forget about your brand? Of course I will, because I don't, maybe doing that once per week. Maybe you send the first week I clicked, and the second week I might not click because I'll like I've waited for a long time and I've not seen your email. So most businesses, they just think, oh, it's not good to email frequently. Let's just do it once a week. No, that's not right. You should email as far as what you are offering helps someone. Then push your email even daily. There are some marketers that are shooting emails 3 times every day. So you should always be in front of your audience, unless your competitor will come and do what you cannot do and take your sales or take your lead. And that's one thing. And the next thing is spamming people's mailbox is very, very important. Like they just get on the keyboard and knock everything off and push boom. without thinking to know, is this content I'm pushing out gonna help my audience? Because once they are in your email list, they are your family. So if you want to converse with them, you need to make sure that it is your email is conversational, not every time buy this, buy this, buy. They will get tired and unsubscribe from your list. Yeah, or they just ignore and leave you in the spam dungeon because that's the worst thing that will happen. When they just mark you as spam, that's it. So you need to also make sure that once you are starting your email marketing, make sure that your conversation tone is something that you give value and you sell. Like I love infotainment. I love infotainment. You just give value. Maybe at the end of your email, you put a soft speech on your offer. It's not like from the headline to the preview text to the body of the email to the call of the action. I know that you are selling. It's not bad to sell, but once if you are selling, you need to also give value so that you build that the person knows, okay, I'm just here for you to milk me. They don't want that you sell without selling. So those are the red light that businesses need to
That
check.
some of them makes
One,
absolutely.
not
Mm.
sending email frequently and spamming email list. And two, buying email lists.
Hmm. So buying
Yeah,
email
people,
is meaning that you just buy random emails. So
yeah, you buy
there's no
random
assurance for
people.
you that the people you are that are in that list are interested in the product or services that you're trying to offer them.
Sure. And you know the funniest part is that okay, I buy an email list. There's how you can buy an email list and at least be able to warm them up. But
Hmm.
since they are not professional in that aspect, they'll just get the list and start bombing them with their offer. The next thing that you're gonna be hearing is, "How did you get my email? Stop
Yeah.
sending me email, please." Or I'm just spamming this email immediately. So buying email list is very wrong, especially for as we are starting, because it will destroy your seller's reputation. Once your email is landing in spam box, automatically that domain reputation is destroyed. All your
Hmm.
coming email is gonna land in spam. No matter how sweet and how good your offer is, nobody's gonna take it. So it's better you build your email list over time. You can use paid ads, you can do organic, or you can convert your existing client to just okay, and I'm just starting an email list. Can I ask permission to get their email? Or you ask them to subscribe to your email list because email marketing is a kind of a permission based marketing.
Hmm.
That's permission based because if they have your consent, they give you their email in exchange for
Yeah.
some.
For something.
So you
Hmm.
don't just go ahead to buy random list. Maybe you don't even know. Maybe you are selling cat food to dog lovers. So there's not how they buy.
Absolutely. It's more like buying followers on social media. So you just
Yeah,
have, and that's why you have like 10,000 followers, 100,000 followers, and then you put up a
and the
post and
engagement
only
is
50 likes, 50 comments, like no engagement. It's because most of the followers that are there, they don't have a business being on your page. They are just
sure.
there as numbers. And that's and
And
that's a good one to point out. Yeah.
and most times this email these people that sell email they might just go and scrap emails from Pakistan, India, you know.
People that cannot relate with your kind of content,
They go and
absolutely.
scrape email from Pakistan, from India, Bangladesh, and that they can't even afford your offer. So there's no need of
Yeah,
them being in your list. So that's it.
absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much for pointing that out. That's a
Yeah.
fantastic catch right there. So, guys, don't just buy email lists. It's better to build, and you can build. And even when you talked about frequency, I think it's a level. It's a level thing. There's a level you get to. You can afford to send email only once a week, and it's still see. I mean, somebody like John Obidi has mastered it.
Hmm.
We
John
are
Obidi has built
waiting.
a
We
brand.
are waiting for John Obidi's newsletters on Mondays. Today is Monday, ba? It has not
Yeah,
dropped though.
it will be
It's
later
7
in the
p.m.
day.
It's
Yes.
7 p.m. West African time, right? But we are all waiting because he has already mastered it. But first of all, like you say, he has built an audience and then it's easy for him to pull them into say, you know what, for you to get exclusive content from me, sign up to my email list. And till tomorrow, people are still signing up to the email list. We who are on the email list, we keep inviting people. Have you signed up to John Obidi's email list? Because if you have not, you're sitting on
Sure.
the long tail, right? So it's still a matter of process and time. But I like
Yes.
what you said, like as you are starting, especially if you're just a starter, if you're just starting up your business, then it is very important that you build that relationship with your audience, get the permission from them by providing something for free in exchange for their details. So if you put up like,
Sure.
oh, there's a free class. It's free, Abby, but you have to sign up or register to be a part of that class. They sign up with their email address, they attend your class, they join your email list. So you're able to communicate with them after the class, or if you have an ebook, or if you have a workbook or a worksheet or anything, right? So you exchange value to get consent to get their email addresses on your list. So this is very, very important. Now I'm going to ask you the next questions, which is okay. I mean, I think you have even covered it, some of the best practices, which is, for now that you are just starting, be frequent with your email sending to your audience so that you don't, you see, it's like out of sight, it's out of mind. So if they don't
Sure.
get to hear from you on a daily
You
basis,
know,
they might forget your brand. Yes, please.
attention span is getting lower and lower every day. So if I don't hear from you, I'll go to the next person that is making noise. So if you don't want to be irrelevant, you need to also be sure. You can do like this. Okay, I want to send email 3 times
A week.
every week. Just stick to
Three
three
times every
times.
day or a week. Every
Every
week.
week.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just stick to 3 times. Let your subscriber know that he has always sending emails Mondays, Wednesdays,
And Fridays.
Saturdays, or
Okay.
Fridays.
Mhm.
And that schedule is in their mind. So every Monday they're expecting your email. Don't just be putting random dates. Maybe
Sporadic.
they say, okay, like John Obidi now, we expect email to drop by 7 p.m. So we are
Mm.
anticipating. That anticipation is there. If not, if it was like this Monday 7 p.m., next Monday 12 a.m. No, we don't even know the actual time is smelling. So at a point, no, you just the
Lose
interest might not
interest.
be there.
Mm. Mm.
So it's good to have a schedule when you are starting. You say, okay, this is when I'm. It's just like social media. You have your content calendar. You say, okay, I'm
Yeah.
dropping content maybe Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays at this point. Then so your followers, okay, at this time your content will drop. So that's how you are gonna start with email. Just make sure that you have that schedule. You can even build your brand around that schedule and stick it to it.
Fantastic. I love it. I think I'm going to have to readjust with my own schedule.
Okay, that's perfect.
I'm going to readjust with my own schedule. Fantastic. Okay, so how can I mean, I think you've mentioned this a bit, but just elaborate on it a bit. How can this email marketing lead to more money, to businesses getting more? Because that's the cocoa. What's the point of having an email list if it's not going to bring more money to me? So just expand on that a little bit. How? What's the
Okay,
what's the idea behind it?
okay, let me share in different aspects. In one, e-commerce. As an e-commerce owner, email is one of the um, greatest assets you can have to liberation. People like Chase Chapel, like big email brands, they know the value of email marketing. One, your welcome sequence and your abandoned carts is very important. How you receive people into your email list and how you reach out to them if they lost track of maybe trying to buy something and then at the end of the day they don't actually buy. Maybe a phone call just came in and it's live, so you wouldn't expect most of them to just go in and buy. Most people maybe they're just trying to do some window shopping. They just land on your website and put some things to cart. So it's for you to say, hey, sorry, life happens and you understand, but I think you forgot something here. The person might say, okay, might just go to check out again. And at that point, there's tendency that it's gonna make that sale that you should have lost. So at that point, it brings in more revenue. Just imagine how many abandoned carts people are just dropping in your website and just leaving. and you're able to convert them to buy. So that means it adds to the revenue. And then there's one tricky thing I learned from Robert Allen. He said that during if you want to increase your unsubscribers rate, like if people want to unsubscribe from your list, I've unsubscribed from different people list, but I think what they are doing wrong is that they just let me go just like that. But there's this how you're gonna do it. It's like, okay, I tried to unsubscribe from your list and you're giving me 50% off.
Hmm.
You're giving
So
me
you
fifty
tie an
percent off.
offer to your own
Yeah,
subscription.
you give me an offer. So I before at
ClickFunnels
least before
does
I
that
go,
so much.
at least
Yeah.
at least before I go, I'll need to buy something. So that might change my mind and say, wow, okay, I need to still be on this list. And it can also help you as a digital course creator in your product launch,
Hmm.
on your product in testing your product to know how if it's going to be fit to the audience. You can use your email to triple your product sales. If, for instance, now you launch whether a coaching program and you send emails to your list and you keep building that momentum online, that anticipation. So at that point, you are attracting a lot of leads into your email and you perfect maybe you write your welcome your sequences for your autoresponders. Immediately they just dropped maybe they get your lead magnet, you get to send them follow-up emails. So at that point you are going to sell them. You sell them, maybe you sell them a low ticket offer, maybe of
Mhm.
$4 or if it's in Nigeria, maybe 1K to 5K offer. And after that, you know that this low ticket is just like the tip of the
The
iceberg. They do
iceberg.
not really get much value from it. So at that point, you sell them a high ticket offer. So at that point, you have 10x your revenue. That's also the beauty of email marketing to increase growth because they say for every $1 spent in email marketing, you get $45 back.
Hmm.
If I'm
Because you
running
can.
ads now,
Mm.
if I'm running ads now, I'm gonna spend money to get the money. And if I start running the ads, the money is not coming. If immediately you just pause your ads, nothing is coming in again. But for email
Mm.
marketing, I get you once into my list and I can always nurture you to sell,
To keep
nurture
selling to
to sell,
you.
nurture to sell, nurture to
Mm.
sell. So
Mm.
you still make times, let me say, two or times 10
Times
of
10 of what
yeah,
you make
of
from
times 10
just.
of what you gain from them. So if I
Yeah.
spend $1 to get you, you need to give me $45 back. So that's huge. So
Hmm.
that's just the biggest advantage of using
Of
email
email
marketing.
marketing. Fantastic, fantastic. So, how do you then help businesses with this email marketing? Because now I've heard all you said, but it's sounding like it's a lot of work. So it
Sure.
means I have to I have to learn how to use email marketing. I have to go look for the best email marketing
Service provider.
services, service provider to use. Some of them are pretty expensive, really.
Sure.
But for somebody like you who have been working with, businesses and brands, you probably already know some of the best, platforms to
Yeah.
use. The cheapest one, or maybe not cheap, affordable one. Let's use that word. The affordable, because at the end of the day, all of us we're trying to cut costs.
Sure.
Even if our businesses are making a huge turnover, we still want to cut costs so that our margins and our profits can increase. So, how then do you come in? How do you help people with their email marketing?
Okay. At first, if it depends if the person is already existing in business and has already have an email list, maybe is trying to either improve his offer or the person is trying his email are not converting, his copy are not converting. So I just come in and look at the messaging and the funnel because one thing is to have it no matter how your email is good, your email copy, even though the best email copywriter write it and you send it to an unengaged audience, you're not making a dime. There's one thing that Sean Anthony said that when he works with business, what he checks is the volume, like how many people are in your email list and how frequent do you attract new leads? Because he don't just want to come in and knock off some email copies and you send to your list and you're like, oh, I sent you, I not see any result because there's no magic there. So one thing
Mm,
you need to understand is that if you are building your email list, like I said before, you don't buy the list, you build the list so that you have engaged followers, engaged subscribers, sorry. And if you don't have an email list at all, you're just starting. So it's just a kind of a different thing because you need to go on a strategy call where I get to understand your business, your offer, and give you strategies on how to build your email list. So you are
mm,
gonna build it, and if you are starting, you not really expect maybe to make like to grow maybe $10,000 per month, $5K per month. It's a process. Just like you're building your social media follower. So it's a
mm,
process. It's a process that you are gonna take, and that I'm gonna identify the low hanging fruit and opportunities for you to maximize that you can grow your email list. And most importantly, I will check your funnel, maybe your landing page, your website, because my email might be doing great and your website is turning off the
people.
people that are clicking over to come. So
Mm,
I'm gonna check all those margins to actually know, okay, what is working, what was working, and what can we improve.
improved on.
Because the little change of alphabet can increase your income.
Mm,
So for now,
absolutely.
okay, I say maybe a digital course creator, you have a course that has been struggling maybe to push out. And then I noticed that okay, that your messaging was actually not
Wrong
right.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your positioning wasn't that good. Maybe the value that you have not put it out there, probably in
To the
your
right
landing
set
page.
of people.
Yes.
Mm,
So, so at that point, I was okay, this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. And we will work on the copy. I will check your email sequence because are you, is your autoresponder active? Like once I
mm,
land on your email, um, once you collect my email, and I'll not wait forever to get
to get
the stuff
another
that you
email
say
from you.
you're gonna give me because I hop on an email list of a top marketer and he sends me the first day, he sent me the autoresponder sent me the email, the first welcome sequence was okay. And for since then, like it's up to it's more than a week now. I've not seen any
You've not
email
heard
from the
anything
person.
from the person.
Yeah. I
Mm,
was like, okay, what's the essence of this? So those are the things that I'll need to look at because we need to
mm.
find ways of making sure that the autoresponder is
Is
working and
working
active.
and there is actually a journey. Fantastic.
Yes,
I love it. I love it. And I love what I hear here is the fact that, email marketing is tailor-made. And that's why that's why the rate at which it will give you back results is higher because it is
yes,
tailor-made. It's not guesswork. You have to sit down with your email marketer to cover. That's why it's called build your email list. To build your email list, it will start from your understanding your audience. What kind of audience do you have? What kind of product do you have? Your
sure.
current audience, are they your right audience? If they are not, then we need to start working on, repositioning you to look out for your real audience and then bring them on board and then take them through that journey from meeting you first or from contacting you as a brand up until the time where they then buy from you. And this is where email marketing is just a no-brainer. And it's a journey that you need to go on. It will take some processes and some strategies to work on, but you need to be able to put in the
Sure.
work to get the results. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Ipidoho John, for this
Yeah, I really
amazing,
appreciate
amazing session. Yes, yes, yes. I have learned one or two things from email, even though I have an email list. But I know I'm going to have to talk to you after now, just to fine tune things, right? Like I have a couple of. I feel like my audience is mixed for now, and because by
okay.
the time I started to build my list, my message was not clear at the time. So I have a
Okay.
mixed crowd. So I have people that are not supposed to be in my mailing list that are there right
And
now.
yeah, it's important to always read your list, to read it because it did not like okay, I pay. an email service provider to host my subscriber. I'm not I'm not paying for ghosts.
Ghost,
There's no
yeah.
ghost worker here. So you read your list frequently, maybe after like 90 days of sending emails and they have not responded to it, we can literally remove some subscribers. It's better
Mm,
that way because at the end of the day, your senior reputation is still up. You don't get to mar your senior reputation because no matter how you send, your email won't be opened by them. So it's better for you to
mm. To remove
have
them
maybe 100 active people than
that are
1,000
opening your
inactive.
email.
Yes.
Absolutely. I need that. I personally need to wield my email list. I want to clear them out. People that are not, they don't have a business with me. They shouldn't be my email list. Let me be reaching out to the people that are opening my email, and some people that are actually, even every time I get a response to my email like this, I'm so happy. Like, oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's always awesome. It
It's
gives that
interesting.
personal connection.
Exactly. Somebody will just, respond to my email to say, oh, thank you for sending this. Sometimes I ask questions in my email and somebody will respond to the question. It gives me so much joy. And then there are some people that will not even open it at all. Please, they should go. I don't want. I don't want, right? So
Okay.
that's very, very important that you mentioned that. So we'll read your email list from time to time so that you consistently maintain active subscribers, and then you have room for new people that want
Yeah,
to be on your mailing list, so that you'll not be keeping and thinking you have 500 people on your mailing list, only 100 are attending, the remaining 400 are just occupying space. No, 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 not allowed here.
sure. It's
Not
not allowed.
not allowed. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much. I've had fun on this session, and thank you for reiterating the importance of having a mailing list. It's an asset. I mean, my coach Adrian Edewo would always say it like, you are sitting on money if you are not using
Sure,
your
you are sitting on
mailing
a gold
list.
mine without
I
knowing.
say without knowing, if
Your
you're not
list, your
harnessing.
list, your list is a gold mine. Like the amount of money that you can squeeze out of your list is so enormous. Like the possibility is so great. But if you
Like
don't
it's
know,
even, yeah, it
if
feels
you
like it's
don't
even
know,
more
you just
important to focus on that mailing list than on social media, because social
uh,
media is just everybody.
yeah. You know what? Most brands actually don't have, most of them focus mostly on their email list. Like they don't just
Mm,
joke with email list because tomorrow now Mark might just wake up and ban your other account or
yeah.
disable your account, or Jack, you just disable your Twitter account. Like you can't say anything about it. But
Mm,
your email list
it's
is yours
yours.
forever. So
Mm,
focusing on them, giving them attention makes you more money at the back end.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean,
Makes you more
I
money
like
at the back end.
I like what you said about, even when you want to unsubscribe, like plug in something to the subscribe. You know how many
Sure.
times I've tried to unsubscribe from Dean Graziosi. I've even forgotten how to, Tony
Um
Robbins, Russell, and
Russell
Dean.
Brunson,
Russell Brunson and Dean Grandiosky. What's that his name again? Why am I not pronouncing his name well?
Gravoski. I
It's the
think
third person. Dean is the third person in that their set. So it's always
okay.
what's his name? Tony Robbins, Russell
Tony
Brunson,
Russell
and Dean
Brunson and
Graziosi.
Dean.
Yeah, Dean Graziosi is the one with the glasses. I have tried
Okay.
many times. It's like when you sign up to their mailing list, they plug you into different aspect of their mailing list. So
Those
it's
are
not
people that
all
know
go.
how to milk their audience. Like they would give you offer that, man, they'll give you offer that you think that it is crazy, but they know what they are doing.
They
They don't want you
know.
to go.
They
So
know.
every journey that they are taking you is like you're getting addicted to them. Like you
Yes.
can't just
And
stop opening their mails.
absolutely. And another thing that I'd like to add here before we close this off is that even you as a business owner, start to pay attention to other people's mailing lists. The people you sign up to, the brands you sign up to, the businesses you sign up, start paying attention. There are some that you open, there are some you don't open, there are some you throw
Yes,
into the spam.
sure.
The ones that you open, look at it. Why did I open it? Was it the headline? when I opened it, what appealed to me that made me read their message from A to Z, and sometimes start to model it. It's small, small. I know it's a lot
Yeah,
of work,
that's
but
a
be doing
ritual.
it.
Like that's a ritual to me. Like every morning before I start my day, I need to run through my email list. I need to run through my email. I'll just open my Gmail, start going through different people that I've signed up to. So once it piqued my interest, like okay, I clicked on it. Okay, um, I'll just go back, check the headline, check the preview text. I will just do some kind of analysis. Okay, this is how they got my attention. So I think
Yeah,
I'll I'll need to
I can
tweak this
apply
headline
it.
so I can
Yes,
use it on my client. So most times I just get inspiration from those marketers. So it's best to join email lists just to get to see what they're doing,
learn.
and
Yes.
maybe you model it and tune it to your own brand voice and tone and push out. So
Absolutely, absolutely. I just found one that just caught my eyes. I'm like, this is sweet. I'm going to model
yeah,
this. I'm going to create this. It's a sequence for me. The sequence was just sweet. I loved it. And I'm going to model. I'm working on, remodeling it and see how it goes for me using my own
that's what
brand voice, right? So
sure
it's
that
beautiful. It's beautiful. So thank you so much, John, for your time. Thank you for sharing. Abdulhamid Muhammad Yusuf, hi. Majid Durojaye is saying, way to go, John. They're saying hi to you. They're saying hi to
keep
you.
it friendly.
They're greeting you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you so much for joining today. And for those of you who are going to watch this later, please feel free to send us an email. In case you are listening, in case you're listening to this on later on, because now we're having this live session on YouTube, but the audio is going to go up afterwards. The audio is going to go up afterwards on our audio channels. So if you are listening to this on, let's say you're listening to this on episode on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts, please do leave us a review. You can just drop a review, drop us a 5-star or 3-star or
Sure.
2-star, but drop a review, say something about the episode that you've listened to. Give us a rating so that more people can begin to listen to this podcast if you've gained anything from this segment at all. And also, if you do that, we're going to definitely give you a shout out. So on Spotify, for example, we sometimes we leave a poll or we leave a question. So you just do take the poll or answer the question, and we will give you a shout out in our next episode. So please do that, and remember to drop a review for us. Okay. Also remember that if you have any questions, contributions, or you want to make any inquiries about any of our guests, you can send us an email to theafrocentrist@gmail.com, theafrocentrist@gmail.com. All these details are in the description of this video. And also, it's going to be in the description of the audio when you're listening to it eventually. Also, remember that you can support the work that we do here so that we're able to, bring forth more, create more content that are valuable to you in the regard of personal growth, personal development. This is the area that we focus on. I will also give the opportunity for people to be able to share their voices. So if you have a knowledge, if you're knowledgeable in a particular area, you can reach out to us by sending us an email to theafrocentrist@gmail.com to say you want to be a guest on our show. This is a platform for you, not just for us, but we want to also shine the light on you. We want to share the stage with you because we know that you are putting in the work, you're showing up, and the world needs to hear your voice. And we're here to amplify that voice for you. So please do follow us across our social media handles: The Afrocentrist Podcast on Instagram, The Afrocentrist Podcast on YouTube, The Afrocentrist Podcast, or the Afrocentrist Hub on Facebook. Just follow us across our social media handles and let us become a family. We also have a Telegram group where we are building a community around this, because very soon we're going to be having exclusive content for our community members only. So you want to be a part of that. I'm going to add the link to the description of this video so that you can join our Telegram group, okay? But also you can follow me personally on my Instagram page at the energetic EJ underscore, at energetic EJ underscore. And then yes, let's get to know each other. if there's anything I can help you to do, like I am somebody who helps people find their voices, use their voices as instruments for impact, income, and influence, right? So if this is something that
That's
you're
awesome.
thinking of doing, then you want to connect with me, and I'm going to be able to help you in the capacity that I help others. John, it's been a
Yeah,
pleasure hosting you
I
on the
really
show
appreciate.
today.
I
Thank
appreciate.
you so much. How can people connect with you, by the way?
Okay, you can connect with me on Twitter at Ikpidogo John. Um, I don't know if I, or you can meet me on WhatsApp like +234 91
I think,
90.
yeah, I think it would be better. Let them just join you. Ikpidoho is just the way it is spelled on the screen right now. Look for John Ikpidoho on
Okay,
Facebook.
just look for the name on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook,
Absolutely, it's the same name
Instagram.
across
Yeah,
border. That is
anywhere,
intentional.
just look for me.
Absolutely. Just look for the name Ikmidoho John across social media platforms, and you're going to be able to connect with him. And then you can take the discussion further if you need help with your email marketing. Once again, thank you so much for being
Yeah,
here.
I really
And
appreciate. Thank you a lot. I
awesome, awesome.
appreciate
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
All right, guys, like come your way again next week with another, business owner who has solutions, products or services for other businesses. This is what we do on Business Mondays. On Tuesdays, we have Discovery Tuesday. So tomorrow, we are having this very, very interesting topic on how to deal with being stuck, how to deal with feeling stuck. A lot of us are feeling stuck. How do you deal
Yeah.
with this? We're going to be having that discussion tomorrow on Discovery Tuesday. And on Wednesday, the woman, her story, her impact is going to be featuring an influencer from Dubai. She is called Luxury with Lara. She like any event that is an event in Dubai, she's there. She's like a connector, and she's just a gorgeous human being. We're going to be hearing her story and how she's impacting her world. And on Thursday, I'm going to just look out for what's the announcement on our page for who we're bringing up on Thursday for Thursday live session. And then on Friday, we of course we have Fun Friday, and you want to be a part of that as well, where we talk about anything. On Fridays, where we goof, where we talk about anything on the show. So be a part of any of the segments that speaks the most to you, and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much, John. God
Yeah,
bless
thank
you.
you. I really
Stay in
appreciate.
touch. All right, guys. See you next week.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. Thank you guys a lot.